Hello investors everywhere, Adam Hewison here with your market report for Thursday the 19th of September. Well, yesterday Ben Bernanke blinks and the addiction goes on. This looks like the start of a bubble to me. So as we've been saying for some time, nothing's going to happen to the tapering until Chairman Bernanke leaves the Fed in 2014. Whoever gets this position, I don't envy them. It's going to be an incredibly difficult position. But let's look at the stocks and what's going on in the stock market right now. We're starting off with Netflix. We did a special report on Netflix indicating that we thought this market was somewhat vulnerable to some sort of a pullback. As you can see, we're below the parabolic line on this chart. The parabolic line is really a pretty good trend indicator in terms of showing you when the trend is going up and going down. I suspect we're going to be in a very similar position like we are here. We break below the parabolic and we sort of go sideways, and then we break above it, and then we continue up. So right now we've broken below there, so I'd expect we'll see more two-way action, potentially see the MACD cross over like it did here, and just about to do it here. I think it probably has, but we need a little bit more of a confirmation. And also with the Netflix, this is the fourth day. Every 4 days it seems to make a high and close lower. So I would suspect we're going to see this market close lower today and potentially see some pressure tomorrow, being the end of the week, Friday. So let's go to our next market. Let me clear it off the screen. Next market's Pandora Media. We've been very bullish. Remember, we made a special report on this market. We said not to worry. Actually, it was on Monday we said this, I believe. We said not to be too concerned about these quiet days here, these several quiet days. That's usually when the stocks are making its mind up to go higher. And of course, that we've seen. This is out of a very, very large base. And let me show you just how big that base is. If we max it out, you can see just how powerful this is. Let's just take that on chart studies, the parabolic off. Easy to do with MarketClub. And here's the, let's do some drawings on here. Here's the really the line of breakout was right here. It's capable, as I said, going to the 30 to 32 level on the stock, and we're currently trading at 26.67, so it's had a really nice move up. This is a breakaway gap. I don't think it's going to be filled anytime soon, so I expect this market's going to trend up until the end of October. So let's see how that plays out. This is Tesla, and as you can see, this has had a ginormous move. So here's a huge base in Tesla, and it breaks out very clearly. You can see our trade triangles came in right here, and has really caught the markets really well. You can see 32.78, we're trading at 175. So triangles really do work, and if you use them effectively, you can do very, very well. So here we are, we've had the big move up. What's next? So let's scope this in, and for 3 months. Now this is a new high today. This is a new high sort of breakout move, and what we're looking for formation-wise here is this. All of our trade triangles pointed higher. This looks like a little sort of rounded bottom, and I think the capability here is from 60 to, let's say, 75. That would take us up to 190. I think 190 to 200 is the target zone for Tesla. And Elon Musk is opening his charging stations more than anybody expected, faster than anybody expected, and this guy has definitely got the right stuff. Love the formation, love the breakout. If we close out over 75.59, 75.60, I think this stock will be higher on Friday and certainly Monday and Tuesday of next week. So let's take a look at the other markets we usually follow. Looking at the Dow, as you can see, everything's go there. We just made new highs yesterday. A little bit of a consolidation, but everything seems to want to go higher. Pretty much the same pattern with the S&P, new highs. Sort of a little stabilization here, but everything looks like it wants to go higher there. And finally, on the NASDAQ, same pattern there. We were making new highs, so generally speaking, the trend is definitely up. All the systems are go, plus our trade triangles are plus 100. Moving along to our next market, this is the gold. Gold had a big move up. What's really interesting to me in gold is that even though the intermediate and longer term trends are negative, this is what I'm looking at. And here is really, I see this area here, and this area here is all being part of a sort of cyclic pattern that gold's exhibiting. And we thought it was carving out major bottom, and like here and here. And this is all sort of tied into the cycle in gold. And if we're correct, it's going to actually move up and trigger both these indicators indicating that a long-term trend would be in place for gold. It's not there yet, but we want to pay close attention to this market because I think inflation is going to come back in this country probably starting in 2014. Here's the euro. The euro had a tremendous day yesterday. You can see it's a little bit taking a rest today, but if we scope this out even further, let's say the max, but this is a really nice breakout if you just look at it. So here's what we're looking at here with a breakout, and that is we've had the lull around the bottom here, and I think this is going to be potentially here and here, and this sort of pivot point right here, which also was a double top. So, and then you've broken out yesterday, so it's capable, I think, of going from 128 to the high here was 34. I think it's capable of going to 140. 140, okay? So that's why I think the euro can go against the dollar. And that would be not unprecedented, because if you look at this market and go all the way back to maximum viewing point, we've been actually as high as 160. So 140, which is right here, is not out of the realm of possibility, even higher, but 140 certainly is in the cards in this market. Moving on to our next market, this is the crude oil, and we're looking at the October contract. I'm just going to go back 6 months, and you can see it's sort of lolling around here. It hasn't really gotten anything going in a really big way. We're sort of stuck in this sort of shape here, and I think we need to get out of it. Certainly a close over the 110, 112 area will be very bullish in our opinion, and we have to see this happen. First of all, we must see this line turn up and become positive like this. All of our trade triangles are positive, indicating that you should be long this market. You don't want to be short, and that's the key. Well, that's it for today. Listen, I hope you have a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow with some updates, and I hope the markets are treating you well, and go with the flow. The trend is definitely up in the markets.
You can find Adam Hewison as a regular contributor on Bloomberg, Business News Network, CNBC, and Fox Business News.